Welcome students to your project. Today's lesson is about taking notes and writing a glossary. So you can follow along in your course book on pages 49 and 50, and you can see an example glossary on page 68. So grab your book and let's get started. First, let's look at the project overview on page 46. And you can see that you get marks for both taking notes and writing a glossary. So you should already have 3 articles, and you can take notes on those articles if you print them. Alternatively, you could take notes on paper without printing the article. And after you read and take notes, you will choose some of the vocabulary words to make a glossary. I'm going to show you step by step. So first is take notes. So have your article ready, read the article, and decide which ideas you want to talk about. Later, you're going to give a presentation and you're going to write a summary. So choose which ideas, main ideas and details, that you want to focus on. What is interesting? And why should you take notes? Well, you want to take notes for many reasons. It is a very basic academic skill that everyone needs. You need to practice note-taking because it helps you focus so that you can understand and remember what you read. You need to practice taking notes because later you can use your notes to help you study. So you don't have to read the article again. You can just study your notes before the exam. Also, note-taking is very important for doing writing tasks such as summary and paraphrase. And you can use these notes later when you do your project outline. So again, taking notes is a very basic academic skill that everybody must know. So how should you take notes? Well, everyone has his or her own way to do that, but there are a few common techniques. So here are a few common techniques that people use. Underline, highlighting, you can write notes in the margin or the white space. You can draw squares, circles, and symbols. So you can try them all and find a way that you like. Here is an example of a reading that has been studied and lots of different ways to take notes here. So your articles might look something like this. You can notice highlighting color, underlining main ideas, squares for details such as places or names, and circling unknown vocabulary. Now, let's move on and talk about the glossary. So the glossary is a list of vocabulary. You can follow in your course book on page 50, and you can see an example on page 68. So what is a glossary? It is a list of words about a topic, and the words are put into order. They're put into alphabetical order. So while you are reading, circle the words that are important for your presentation. So you'll look at your 3 articles, and from the 3 articles, choose 10 words that you want to use when you are talking about this topic. Which 10 vocabulary words do you want to include in your presentation, for example? You only need 10 words, and that's from the 3 articles. So for each word, you need to include 4 things: the word, the part of speech, is it a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb? The definition from the dictionary, and a sentence that you write by yourself. So now you can get started. Here's an example of a glossary. This is what you need to do. Next, you can watch a video about taking notes and making a glossary, and then you can see a step-by-step guide to writing a glossary. And after that is a checklist to help you check your work. If you need a good online dictionary, there are a few recommendations on the help page.